everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for last day of November, November 30th, 2020, Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern. The quality of our personal relationships represent how interconnected and whole we are within ourselves. Take some time to recognize and acknowledge all the interactions, connections, and relationships that you are still thinking about from your past. This may seem like an impossible feat, yet just do the best memory recall you can. Go back to your childhood, grade school, high school. Take a good look at what memories you are still repeating. What would you have done or said differently? What do you wish you would have experienced? What happened to your heart when you did start doing and saying what you wanted to? So it's kind of a self-assignment, is to go and tell those people what you most need to say and start doing those things you most want to do with them. This is your chance to make a significant life change in their hearts and in yours. And I know this exercise is huge and will free up more spiritual connection than you know. There's always things that we don't acknowledge with ourselves, we skip over. And with this massive change that's happening with the people on this planet, and it is massive. To some it's much more arduous, to others it's much more at ease. And this is important, all in all, for all of us as we transcend, because we're in it, guys. We're not going to be in it, we're in it. It is the end, and you want to call it whatever you want, the end game, the end times, but it is the end of the dark grips of this planet Earth. And that's what people are experiencing. So many are so confused. Really love the people close to you. We just never know for sure how much time any have left. You can never be 100% certain that your beloved will be with you tomorrow. So take the time today to tell them just how much you care. Don't hide your light anymore. None of us should be hiding our light anymore. This is the time to shine it as brightly as possible. Don't play small and make up stories. Why it is not so necessary right now to reveal your juicy heart overflowing with love. When you hold back love, you're lost in an egoic game. And the real love doesn't play games. It doesn't hide or manipulate or try to control love. Real love doesn't try to teach the other lessons. All of our jobs is to learn how to let go and give all the love that we possibly have inside today. Not tomorrow or next week. Well, I'll tell them this next week, or I just don't feel like doing it right now. We have all kinds of egoic excuses. Tell them how much you care today without expectation or attachments of getting anything back. Be vulnerable and share your deepest appreciation, because this will heal you and heal them. It might be just a few words of a simple, authentic gratitude from your heart. Just let them know sincerely what their heart and soul means to you. And our job, all of us, our job is to go beyond fear and experience the deep vulnerability that comes with taking the risk to break free from our egoic prison every day. Because the day will definitely come when this mankind mastermind relationship ends and you meet the thousands of archangels who are all behind you, cheering you on to love more every step of the way. So let your life be magical today and tell everybody how much you do care without your egoic energies trying to keep you in confusion. Immature love says, I love because I need you. Mature love says, I need you because I love you. We all have a variety of ways that we guard and protect ourselves from getting hurt. You ever notice if you've had an emotional challenge or hurt in your life where you withdraw and the more you experience that through your life, the more you withdraw, the more you put the iron curtain around the heart. If you were abandoned, dumped, rejected, betrayed, or emotionally wounded in the past in any way, you probably have layers of hidden shields protecting you from having to go through that experience again. Because how many times you said to yourself, I'm not going through that again. I don't care to go through that again. I'm not going through that again. The fortress that you build around the heart, which protects you from the slightest, we all do this, from the slightest possible pain, is also what's blocking the softest, sweetest, most gentle, healing energy from finding its way in. And when our inner fortress remains too rigid and strong, it can push away those who are trying to give us love. And when this occurs, these walls no longer serve our highest good. And it's vital that we dismantle them. It's only through melting and merging with these wounded walls that we can relax, lighten up, and become receptive again to letting in the divine experience of love. Letting down our walls to let in a once of a new love can be totally terrifying. An ounce of new love can be totally terrifying. Or it can become the most exciting adventure you've ever taken on. And this all depends on your attitude. Are you coming from fear, or are you coming from love? Often after a fresh heartbreak, we can feel like we'd rather die in a molding dungeon and then take the chance to be abandoned by a lover again. Yet the good news is that time heals, and our past wounds will naturally heal all by themselves. It is good to take time to acknowledge the people you are intimate with in your life. Who do you let in, and who do you put up your guard with? It's interesting to look at the relationships you've had in your past and notice which ones you're still open to connecting with ultimately, and why them. Notice how many people you let into your heart are the same sex as you, and how many are the opposite sex. It's important to notice what types of people you trust the most and allow to see, feel, and know your deepest secrets inside. If you have very few intimate relationships in your life, there's a big chance you are overprotecting yourself, deeply sacred of getting hurt, scared of getting hurt, and attempting to avoid love and explore what true emotional intimacy is about. And when meeting a new potential lover, it can become confusing to know and discriminate when it's healthy to keep your guard up, to protect yourself from them, and when to let down your guard so you can allow their love to come into your heart. We may retreat into the excuse that it's safer to remain behind closed doors for now and don't risk exposing ourselves to the possibility of getting hurt again. Now, we might believe that nobody will ever come as close to you as how it was with your first love. The deeper inner knowing of when to open up is a highly intuitive process, and with some, not so intuitive types, it may only become clear after spending an enormous amount of time doing random, unique things together. It is a natural occurrence to want to retreat back into a healing womb inside ourselves when we are in pain. We may remain there for several months or years to heal a broken heart or lost love. The good news is that with enough time, the mind tends to forget the past and the pain will soften on its own. Just as it takes the body 1 week to naturally heal a scratch on your arm, or 6 to 8 weeks for a broken leg to heal. If you are taking good care of yourself, it shouldn't take more than a year to heal from the deepest, most painful, emotional, codependent breakup. However, if you're not willing to feel your pain, and you're constantly avoiding intimacy with others, protecting yourself from feeling loved on any level, it could take many years, or even decades, or even an entire lifetime for your heart to truly heal. And when the time is right, it's important that you take the risk to step out of your emotional cave and give birth to a brand new, emotionally available you. You see, true love is putting an ironclad grip upon the soft, swollen balls of a divine rogue elephant and not having the good fortune to die. Happens. People who are in long-term successful relationships are good at feeling loved. Someone may be married to the same person for 25 years. I'm sure some of you either experienced this or you've witnessed it and cannot be hiding behind a fortress of pain and be happily married. The most magical, loving relationship is one that is filled with honesty. This brings in the energies of laughter, joy, and deep intimacy. So the divine connection is yours to create reality, move energy into form, manifest, and it will take form when you make the leap to trust and love. Again, no one can make you trust. It's up to you. And to feel loved, it's essential to first trust in the energy of love. There is a sweet exploration of how it feels in your heart and opens you to your soul. The more you can trust in any loving feeling you can remember having, the sweeter your life will become. Just be sure to bring the feeling into the present instead of sulk about it being something long gone in your past. When you can truly experience and welcome the feeling of deep eternal love into your heart in this now moment and allowing it to touch your innermost being, you'll understand that there is nothing to be afraid of in this life. You'll truly be fearless again, like how you were when you were a small child, knowing no limits as to what dreams you could and couldn't manifest. Even if you're already in a great loving relationship today, my invitation for you is to take the risk to let more love in than you've ever have before. Step out of whatever emotional cave you're used to hiding in. Make more time to look into your partner's eyes and share your heart with them. Notice if you have any walls protecting your heart and imagine what it may be like to let them down. This relationship is a huge opportunity for you to experience the most gentle, divine, and exquisite experience of bliss possible. You don't know what sensations could be waiting for you on the other side of fear. A deep, penetrating love is always there, always knocking at your door, always ready to enter your heart when you are ready to open to it. All you have to do is relax, trust in life, and choose to let love in. Letting love in is easier than letting go of the fear of being hurt again, even though it seems like they happen simultaneously. The secret that I've found is trusting in the experience of feeling loved. There are many ways that we can fool ourselves into thinking that we are trusting and love, yet deep down we are still holding on to skepticism and fear. The golden secret to fully trusting in love comes down to practice, patience, and persistence. Practice, patience, and persistence. If you have to be consistently fearless and vulnerable in order to experience love entering your life again, it is only when a wide open heart that you'll transform your entire life and manifest a relationship where love is honest, true, and real for you. Yes, an amazing love is possible if you believe it is. Love is powerful, magical on its own, and it has a way of finding a path around your walls. Even if you don't feel safe, take them down. There's 5 avenues, steps, call them whatever you want. It will help you take the leap of faith and allow love to enter your heart again and again and again and again. And on this planet right now, this is crucial for all of us. Make the conscious choice to let down your love guard. It simply takes sticking to one solid conscious intention to totally transform your life. When you decide that you're done hiding, protecting, and emotionally defending yourself in any way, you'll find that everyone in the world is actually a potential lover or friend. When you're willing to be real with others, people, respect that and step forward to be the real you. As long as you have your love guard up, you can only show a fake, fearful mask to the world. This is what's causing your authentic, lovable self to remain in hiding. When you can devote many moments of your day to practicing the feeling in your imagination of letting in love, the greatest miracle will happen. You'll suddenly stop being a defensive mankind being and will become a light of unconditional, deep, eternal love, acceptance for all to enjoy. You'll just know that your love guard has fallen away as you'll feel 1,000 times lighter inside. It's from this lighter, freer space that you'll naturally create authentic, loving relationships throughout your life. And affirm out loud to the universe, I am lovable. Sometimes we simply need to hear a strong, solid, convincing voice to speak a truth before we can believe it actually is true. When you state out loud with authentic conviction that you are lovable, this message sinks deeply into your subconscious mind and begins to manifest in your life. To authentically say to yourself in the mirror, I love you, you are so lovable, this is the most powerful exercise any of us can do to make the shift. If you don't understand why you are so lovable, I'll tell you why. When you were born, you were an innocent, helpless little baby. You depended on everyone around you to survive. It was because of people's love for you that you survived and are alive today. And yes, you were lovable from the very beginning. And this innocence is still inside you now. All of us, all the ego trips, all the negative attitudes that may have covered over ourselves through the years are not who or what we truly are. You are simply a child born out of love. You were also generated from an orgasm, which is one form of love. You are a sweet divine soul who came from love and thus is always deserving of love. Ask the universe, God, and your higher self for help. If perhaps you are more the intellectual type who thinks you can mentally command your walls to come down to let in love, you may be in for a big surprise. If you want to start letting in love, yet your walls just won't budge, you may want to surrender to a higher power and trust that it will protect you and keep you safe from any future pain. Asking for help signifies that the ego mind has no power, control, or ability to create what it wants. That's an asking for help, which signifies that the ego mind has no power, control, or ability to create what it wants. When it comes to real love, total surrender is the only way. It is only through letting go of the mind that surrender actually happens. To truly let in the greatest love, you must let go of using your head and live your life from your heart. A continual surrender is the essential key to start living from the heart, which is where you'll find the source of love. Be willing to be totally vulnerable, naked, and rejected. Trust that you don't need a fortress around your heart to be safe anymore. Whatever you think is protecting you from the slightest possible pain is actually what's blocking the softest, sweetest, most gentle healing love from finding its way inside you. The willingness is to be a transparent mankind is the most courageous act you can do with your life. Be willing to experience whatever level of exposure, nakedness, or rejection that you're afraid to experience. And you'll find that what you were really running from was only in your imagination. Totally surrender to the source of love inside you. Where is the source of love? You may ask yourself that. Is it outside of you or inside of you? So look deep inside yourself. And when you do notice, where is the source of this very moment? This is where you'll find the source of love. At the very center of your being is a very special experience which you've been waiting for your entire life. It is the most enlightening place that you'll ever discover. Your ego mind won't easily admit this because how embarrassing that would be for the ego. It has been relentlessly searching for years for something truly gratifying, and so it doesn't want to see that an amazing divine love is closer to you than your next breath of air. So for you to honestly find the very source of love right now, the ego mind has to stop looking out there and start relaxing in here. And for real joy to enter your life, the ego has to surrender completely to the source of love right now. This comes not from a place of losing or being defeated, but from a higher, more enlightened perspective where you can finally relax and truly come home. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I am sure we all are. And the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies, inside and out, head to toe. Surrender everything. Release everything. And you'll notice that your body, as you're the master of, it is not the master of you, will relax. The face will become relaxed. It'll drop. The shoulders will drop. All the tension, stress, fear, anxiety, worry, doubt, guilt, whatever it is you're carrying will fall away. And the body will thank you for it, because it will move into relaxation naturally. And the fears and everything will fall away. And then maybe, just maybe, the love that you are will shine even brighter. And as you relax the body, we move into the now. Now is all we have. In the now, we create our futures. We don't create the past in the now. The past is gone. We've already experienced it in the now, and that's why it's gone. It's no more. You don't bring it back. But unfortunately, some of us will spend so much time in the past reminiscing that we will bring the past into a future that doesn't exist, create the future from that past, relive that past in that future. Most of us spend our lives actually jumping over the now. We either jump into the past or jump into the future. We aren't in the now most of the time. Reason is because the ego mind doesn't want us to be in the now. Because in the now, the ego mind finds itself, the mind and the ego finds itself not being needed. But the now is the power. It is the stillness of the mind. That's where you still the mind, the subconscious mind, the ego, the mind, all of it. That's where you move into peace. You don't have all those incessant thoughts coming in, of which most aren't yours. So how do you stay in the now? Because we all have these wandering thoughts that come in left and right all the time. Some of them so strange we kind of scratch our heads and say, what was that? Where did that thought come from? So to move ourselves back in the now when we wander off, because we will wander off, is our breath. Breath is our divine positive energy. It is our power. It focuses us only on the moment. The breath helps us in the now by focusing on the moment, the space between heartbeats. And the breath is divine positive energy because it sustains the vessel that holds the kingdom of God within it. So it's very powerful. It's a lot more than what we give it credit for as just breath. And whenever you start wandering, all you do is focus on your breathing. You'll be in the now. You'll snap right in the now without any question, doubt, or fear. So in your heart-mind's motion picture, which you're the choreographer, you're the director, you're the producer, you're the creative specialist, you're the designer, you're everything. You're the one that creates this motion picture in your heart-mind every step of the way. So in that motion picture, you watch as you take your divine positive energy, your breath, and in the now. Because there's no such thing as being, I'm going to take my breath, the breath of yesterday, the breath of tomorrow. It's only the breath of now. So as we take the breath of now, divine positive energy, we blend it with God Force Love Light energy, which is our chi, our prana, our ki. And as we're relaxed, and we're usually sitting, we take these energies and we move them, these frequencies, we move them right up through the center of our bodies. And we have 7 colored wheels of light. Each one is a flower, and in the center of each flower is a different geometrical shape. All different flowers, all different geometrical shapes. And super powerful. These are the conduits of the astral plane, of the spirit, of the higher self, of the soul. These are the conduits between physical and spiritual. Very powerful. So we start and we move these frequencies through the root chakra, the Muladhara, the red wheel of light, and this is your career money mind sense and sense of belonging. And it represents your foundation of feeling and of being in the now. And it's at the base of the spine, the tailbone area. Your emotional issues are survival issues, such as financial independence, money, and food. Your physical association is your spine, rectum, legs, arms, and circulatory system. Then you move to the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana, sexuality and pleasure. It is our connection and ability to accept others and new experiences. It is in your lower abdomen, about 2 inches in, and 2 inches below the navel and 2 inches in. Your emotional issues are sense of abundance, well-being, pleasure, and sexuality. Your physical association is reproductive organs, kidneys, bowels, immune system. Then you move to the solar plexus chakra, the golden yellow wheel of light, the manipura, personal power, ability to channel. It is your ability to be confident and in the flow of your life in the now. Its location is your upper abdomen and the stomach area. Your emotional issues are self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem. If you have issues with any of these things, it means that your chakra is either being partially blocked, fully blocked, or out of alignment. Physical association, central nervous system, pancreas, liver, digestive tract, skin. We move to the blue wheel of light. The throat chakra, the vishuddha, self-expression. It's our ability to communicate. It's in your throat. Your emotional issues are communication, self-expression of feelings, the truth. Physical association, thyroid, respiratory system, teeth, vocal cords. Then you have your third eye chakra, the indigo wheel of light, the ajna, intuition, sense of purpose, direction in life. It's our ability to focus on and see the big picture. Some of us see the trees through the forest, or the forest through the trees, or both, or neither. The location is your forehead between the eyes, called the brow chakra. Emotional issues that you experience are intuition, imagination, wisdom, ability to think and make decisions. Your physical association is pituitary gland, eyes, and sinuses. Then we move to the violet wheel of light, crown chakra, the sahasrara, connection to the divine. It is the highest chakra. It represents your ability to be fully connected spiritually. It's the very top of your head. Your emotional issues are inner and outer beauty, how you perceive yourself. It's your connection to spirituality, to pure bliss, to the God, pure consciousness. Physical associations, pineal gland, brain, and nervous system. Now we've all watched as we've brought this divine positive energy, our breath, and the God force, love, light energy up to the tops of our heads. And we hold them. In a brief moment, I am light, I am love, we condense and compress them into pure liquid energy. And release them over our pineal gland. Our pineal gland is very important to us while we're in these physical forms, because it is the gateway to all the particles of existence, the gateway to the astral plane. It is the gateway to pure consciousness, to God, and beyond. Now, it's never, ever been fully functioning due to external suppression. So we release this pure liquid energy over it. You can see it in your heart, mind's motion picture any way you want, however you depict it. I see it as a rosebud, a green ball. And when I release this liquid energy over it, it explodes into a beautifully, fully bloomed, blossomed rose with multicolored petals and a shimmer and a vibrance and a beautiful fragrance and just a massive amount of peace, tranquility, benevolence, a knowing, a loving, a gratitude. And all of the blocked passageways and conduits are immediately freed. And you find yourself in everything and everything and nothing and nothing. You find yourself everywhere, yet nowhere. Connected to all the particles of existence. To travel at free will through the astral plane, interact with the civilizations there. To travel beyond consciousness. We are all consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love. And of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. It is our high vibrational frequencies It is transcending the civilization of this planet into a higher dimensional frequency of deep eternal love and gratitude. It is us that's making the liberation. Collectively so. It's the collective consciousness of planet Earth, Gaia, Arya. It is you and every one of us. We're merged, the body, the heart mind, even the ego mind, the subconscious mind, the higher self, the spirit, the soul, God, the pure consciousness, all one. We are heaven on earth. And every step we take, we create paradise. So a planet full of gods inhabiting physical form that are heaven on the earth, and every step creating paradise. See that in your heart mind's motion picture. You'll feel the vibrational frequency and you'll know it to be true. We have others with us. We have the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. We have the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Gaia, Saint Germain, Sananda Jesus, El Morya, Abundantia, Pel, Thoth, Yahweh, Yeshua, many, many, many more. The archangels, their civilization vibrate at a different frequency than we do. Now, we don't see them like we see each other because of that difference in vibrational frequency. But we interact with them, we meet with them more than we know. And every time we do, it's not like we know it when we're meeting with them or interacting with them or just having idle conversation. But we know afterwards that something dawns on us deep within and a little a sparkle of the bliss within us shines forth. And we feel good about it. Now, they can surround any one of us in the thousands. Because of their vibrational frequency, they can hold a massive number in a small area. And the ascended masters, they're those who have ascended into body, mastered ascension into body and out of body, and hold pure God form, pure consciousness. We have ascended into physical form to create experiences while in physical form, to discover who and what we are. So as we create the experiences, we do so to perfect our creation, to discover fully who and what we are while in physical form. And each of us, ascended masters, ourselves, the archangels, cherubim, seraphim, archetype, we're all one. We're all different reflections of each other, teaching each other constantly. So we're compelled to call out to all of the other facets of ourselves, all of the other teachers, aspects of ourselves. So we call upon all light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in the forming of the circle of light. And they come in the gogaplexes. One gogaplex fills this universe. They come in trillions of gogaplexes from every direction. And they are with us now. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner Earth, hollow Earth, Agartha, beneath Earth. Many, many, many civilizations, species, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, and be with us in this now, this meditation, liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, forming the circle of light. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all the off-worlders, all the galactics, all the celestials, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest, the deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light. Now, we're only familiar with a handful of them, somewhat familiar. Over 1,000 travel through the solar system every single day. Trillions travel throughout the galaxies, the universes, every single day. And the ones that we are somewhat familiar with includes all of the levels and species of each civilization. This involves or includes the good, not so good, and the bad, understanding that the highest of vibrational frequencies is sustained in this meditation with all of us gathering here for the liberation of this planet. So if it is a low vibrational frequency, you will not be with us. And the civilizations that we're somewhat familiar with are the Pleiadians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Syrians, Zeta Reticuli, Feline, Nords, Greys, Draco, Reptilian, Golden Pyramid, Avian. Many, many, many more. Now, they've been assisting us in our evolution, in our enlightenment, in our ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and our own self-imposed slavery. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we have inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of this circle of light and the liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all the light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on and above and below this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now, this meditation forming the circle of light. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude can be with us in this now, in this meditation to forming the circle of light, liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya. Now, we're only familiar with a handful of them, somewhat. Now, they come in trillions, every color, shape, size, form, configuration, of which we have never seen before. And the ones that we're somewhat familiar with, the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and many, many, many more. And in the trillions, they are with us now. And we're all here. Arm in arm, hand in hand, all our gods are one. We're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, and humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, abundance, prosperity. And we're all one. And we're all love. And we're all God, pure consciousness. And our God force, love, light, energy is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify. And it continues to expand. We immediately form a massive circle of light. It is from the deepest core of our existence and beings. It is pure, deep, eternal love and gratitude. It is the God, pure consciousness. The circle of light is at the equator of this planet, washing over all life the highest supreme value in the universe is. All of your brothers and sisters, all, on and above and below this planet Earth Gaia Arya, in this now, liberating, disintegrating the last grip of the dark forces of lower dark matter frequencies. See it in your heart minds, with the deepest of love and gratitude. This circle of light is so bright that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take 1,000 billion suns in this solar system to even come close to its radiance. So we ascend. We continue to elevate above the planet, levitate. As we do so, we're met with a massive ocean of a gossamer field of glitter, all colors, all reflections, little tiny mirrors reflecting all of us gathered in this meditation, all of the different facets, all the aspects, all of us as one, reflecting each other. We're met immediately with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is the column that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. We are then met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is the column that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. We are then met with the white fire. This is the column that reminds us all that we are imbued from head to toe, inside and out, from our very core, with a God force, love, light energy that is impenetrable from any external authority, power, any subversion, manipulation, seduction, completely inert. It cannot be penetrated from any force externally. We are protected 24/7. But only you have the power that if you decide to lower your vibrational frequency and harmony low enough, whether consciously or unconsciously, and this is from manipulation, deceit, greed, dishonesty, hatred, anger, fear, anxiety, you will create a breach in your white fire armor enough so that the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies can come flooding in. If you do this, you are immediately met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all of these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutralized substance, send them to pure consciousness where they're gone, completely vaporized. We're then met with the violet ray. This is a column that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray right behind the purple transmuting flame. We can harmonize, cleanse, and purify where the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies were, sealing our breach and our white fire armor, restoring our harmony, and the highest of the highest high of vibrational frequencies of deep eternal love and gratitude. We are then met with the golden white pink light. This is a column that reminds us all that we are the sun, that we are the sun sets, that we are the sun rises, we are the sunlight, we are the rain, we are the rainbows, we are the trees, the forests, we are the rivers, the lakes, the streams, and the oceans, we are the sky and the clouds, we are the animals. We are everything. now continue levitating above this planet. And as we do so, some of us step outside our physical forms, those of us carrying physical forms, and hover effortlessly above them. As we do this, we come in view of a massive crystalline light tower. We created this tower, and it is larger than a solar system. So it's very easy for us to view its center column and to see this beautiful oblong, massive sphere that in the center is this golden white light sparkling, shimmering, sending out soft, warm waves of mist, of pure, deep, eternal love, saturating us all perpetually, which is actually the reflection of the love and the God within us. And then all the bands, all the colored bands, vibrant colors surrounding, doing the same thing, sending warm waves of mist penetrating us deeply, head to toe, inside and out. And those are of gratitude, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, prosperity, abundance, wonderful well-being, wealth, all saturating us as reflections of ourselves. At the top, we designed it as so the golden ocean can come cascading down 360 degrees, saturating all of us head to toe, inside and out, with pure, deep, eternal love, gratitude, joy, happiness, peace. And this is the whole liberation of this planet and this civilization. Lifting the vibrational frequencies to the highest of the highest high ever on this planet. So the golden ocean. All of us are drops of this golden ocean. We hold the essence of the ocean. The ocean is the drops are the ocean. There's no separation. That's an illusion. We then see our meditative sphere. It's that center circle. We all created this sphere almost 3 years ago. It houses well over 1,000 of our meditations in perpetual motion. All of us gathered for this liberation of this planet. All these meditations with no expectations and no attachments. Every day. Deep, pure, eternal love, gratitude, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness. Flooding us all. Eternally. Inside and out, head to toe. This is why this meditative sphere that we've created can be seen, heard, felt, and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond and forever. Its power is immeasurable. It's omnipotent. To the 1,000 gigaplex degree. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand. Feel the frequency that all of us are. Feel the highest of the highest high of deep eternal love, gratitude, and the God pure consciousness housed within each of us. And know and feel the vibrational frequency of true liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now, in this meditation, in this circle of light. Shine the light of consciousness into your unconsciousness, and you will illuminate your soul right now. Right now, there is a massive amount of hidden, unknown, buried material in our unconsciousness. Bring your awareness into your unconsciousness. Sit in a dark room, close your eyes, relax deeply in your belly and body. Allow any thought to arise that may be hidden beneath the surface. When they do, The instant they enter your mind, imagine you're shining a bright golden spotlight on them immediately. However, this light is so powerful, it incinerates the thought and they dissolve instantly, giving you more space inside. Know that you are safe here no matter what you experience. Even though you may see nothing and feel nothing, stay present to the void. You may feel your entire body and mind have disappeared, and simply remain present and aware that consciousness is always here. I'll join you in a meditation and return to close this out. easy breath in through the nose. Easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly. Imagine the most exotic, heavenly healing home of your dreams. Design it in your mind in great detail. Picture the layout of the land, the size of the home, the structure, interior and decorations. Perhaps you have an outdoor pool, sauna, hot tub, personal massage parlor. This is your fantasy home, so make it the most exotic version you can fathom. Now imagine in your dream home is inside your heart. Actually visualize it there and see yourself in it, feeling safe and secure here. Know that you can leave and return to this palace at any time. Merge with the energy you feel in your heart center and relax into it. Reset and receive any awesome healing energy that comforts you. This space is extraordinary. An indescribable abundance and joy exists here that will spread all throughout your life. This life. Abide in your heart's inner fantasy, sanctuary, today, and carry it inside you wherever you may go. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and into the following morning. And we will return here December 1st, 2020, Tuesday, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call.